talk about something else.
She's like, okay, that's the second time you've
Like what? I should go. She's talking about something. I go like, let's change topics. Sure. Okay. What do you want to talk about? I gotta go.
Oh my god!
I'm fucking done with this.
she texts her mom. She's like,
I just had the most rude conversation.
yeah, I cannot believe this guy. Oh man!
All right, I'm gonna go get Liara.
Hell yeah, superior waifu of this game. But yeah, I think that you have to call Avatar a hybrid. You know what I mean? Because see, the point that no one has argued with me on yet, and I don't even actually remember where I heard this argument, and I know I didn't hear it in relation to Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Lord knows I did. I made it about it. So, like the argument that some people say is like, so it's like just because it's drawn in because it's obviously influenced by.
I think this is what I
style.
told you. This is what I've told you.
Is it about like?
Are you how they draw in a Western style, not a Japanese, not a Eastern style?
No. Well, you wouldn't even argue though that their style is influenced by like Eastern styles. I don't think you can argue that. I mean, it's not. Very clearly, it is not the typical anime style. Very clearly, it's not. But it also very clearly is not drawn in the same way that a lot of Western things are. It's very, very different, you know what I mean? I don't think that can really be argued. It has its own distinct feel. And so, because I do feel that it's influenced in a way by Eastern art, sometimes that the argument that certain people make, like my brother made it, he was like, just because, what did he say? It was like, just because it's drawn,
oh shit, that's right. It does. Alright, guys. I think you guys will be okay if I just Google which planet it is to save us time.
I'll do it.
Because you're supposed to search each one to find Liara. If you could just tell me which one she's on.
Liara planet.
I should remember this. I don't know.
Which, in the nebula that says Liara's dig site.
Yeah, I'm already there.
Okay.
Is it Sparta, Athens, Knossos?
You were supposed to have to poke around at a couple before finding the right one. As for... Wait. It may change. She's on the planet Therum in the Gnosis system.
Oh, that's right. I look for this and then it tells me. Okay.
Oh, so you have to do it. You have to.
I think I have to visit each one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, so my brother was like, just because it's drawn with just because it's drawn and influenced by the style doesn't make it that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that kind of pertains to anything. And so the argument that I usually put to people like that is like, if you were to take like a non-African dude, like a white guy, an Asian guy, it doesn't matter, and he makes his living by playing like he releases CDs and does concerts where he plays African drums.
Oh shit, dude! I can go to any one of these.
Would you call him an African drummer?
What did it say again? She's on Therum and what? Do I really have to look through each of these planets?
She is on Therum in the Gnosis system.
Oh. Shit. Go back. Alright. The way you pronounced it made me think. You mean...
Gnosis, yeah.
Okay.
But so, yeah, would you call him an African drummer? And my brother, in his typical logical style, the philosopher logic man he is, he was like, well, if someone was to be making a bossa nova album or a Caribbean album and they used African drums, would you call the music African music? You wouldn't. You know what I mean? So I was like, touche, sir. You have fucked me. You know, have you ever seen the meme, humanity's worst fear?
No.
there's just this sequence in season.
Did you ever see the meme where it's like men only want one thing and it's disgusting, and then it's the Google search how to go Super Saiyan?
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that. I like that one. But no, so it's like okay, so there's this scene. There's this scene in season 2 of Attack on Titan where this dude, he's just walking down the stairs with a torch, and he's walking towards this wooden door, and he's like, oh, I'll go check the downstairs, but I don't figure this wooden door can keep them away for long. And it's like, it's one of those ancient, well, not ancient, but like it's a door that has like a bar across the side of it. You know what I mean? Like one of those wooden things that you can just like lower or raise, and like to keep it barred off from opening. You know what I mean? Okay. So he grips the bottom of it and he rises it up, and he very, very tentatively opens the door, and then you just see him like stare out there for 2 seconds, and then it just hard cuts to this shot of like this Titan looking at him with like this creepy smile, and then there's just like an immediate cut frame of him just slamming the door, and it's really hilarious. So like a whole bunch of people like take that and like put over different stuff, like one person put like the music video to that shooting stars thing beyond the thing, and he just like slams the door. He's like, fucking nope. Or one person put is that a Reaper?
Oh no, it's just a Geth ship.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that you did this shit now. But
I missed.
Are those Geth like tanks?
Dude, they're armatures. I'm gonna have to fight one on foot later, and that's gonna be a fucking pain in my ass.
Really?
I remember I died a lot last time I did that, so I hope I don't this time.
I don't even remember this. I'm glad you do, because I just don't. It's been so long since I played this game. I bought them like so long ago, because...
Well, see, I played Mass Effect 2 first. Which actually happened a lot. I played Slight 2 first, and I played Jak 2 first as well, then went back and played the first game. Because, like, I don't know, when you're a kid, you kind of just buy games.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really care about continuity as much, at least I didn't. Yeah. So, like, I was just like, this game looks cool. Like, because what happened would, like whenever, we would have the money to, I would, like, go to GameStop, and I'd just pick out a game, and that's what I would buy. So I didn't really, I never went to GameStop looking for a certain kind of game. I would just, I know I would find one there that I would play.
I feel you.
So that's how I picked up Sly 2 and Jak 2 that way, and that made me then look for the Sly 1 and Jak 1. Same thing with Mass Effect. Only that was a thing that my brother and I both played. So we played like Mass Effect 2, and we're like, this is rad. What's 1 like? And we're like, much worse.
Much worse.
Not as good as 2.
When you get the opportunity, then we should do a sync.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll level up. Oh shit! I've neglected you, Caden.
I never really was, cause I'm all about continuity. I don't really like, there have been times when I've even denied, like, playing whole games cause I can't, like, get the first one, you know what I mean? Cause I've always kind of been, and I'm not saying that you aren't saying that, I'm just saying that my mindset about the whole thing has been like, if a game is a series of games, unless it's something like Call of Duty or something like that, where really none of the entries are consequential on like the next ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's like a series or something, I really do view it as a saga, and I've always been like, man, why would I play like the second one without playing like when Far Cry 3 came out, I read that Far Cry 1, I read that I was fine without that, but I was like, I want to play Far Cry 3, so I guess I should play Far Cry 2. And so I did. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even though Far Cry is another one of those things where, I mean, again, I was a little bit younger too, but Far Cry is one of those things where, again, they aren't really consequential on each other either. But when things are supposed to be like a series like that, I don't really like to go out of order, especially if...
Oh, I don't either. I was just 8.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah.
I was just a young boy who, like, went to this...
How are you, young lad?
I just literally read the back of the games, and I was like, I want to play this, and that's just how it was.
I want to be
now, if I'm going to play a game, it means I've already researched it extensively. Like, literally, that's just what I do now.
I want to be Commander Shepard. I want to save the galaxy.
Yeah, exactly.
From
Like,
robots.
like those backs are what sold me, dude.
Yeah, I wonder what the. Can you just like look up the back covers of games? Because if you can, I want to see what the back cover of Mass Effect 2 says. Mass Effect 2.
Well, we have it.
Yeah, but you think I'm fucking getting up off this couch? That's the most woke. Oh yeah, I found the cover.
Man, did I do the wrong thing? Oh, I'm supposed to go. Okay.
They didn't expect you to survive.
Yep, that's it. I actually remember.
Something is abducting human colonies.
That's what it was.
Assemble the galaxy's deadliest team to find and destroy this terrifying new threat. They call it a suicide mission. Prove them wrong.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah.
That's fucking badass. That's badass. I can see why an 8-year-old would buy it.
Yeah. I was like, that shit sounds fucking great.
Man, if I ever have kids, I wonder, like, I know, I've thought about it a lot, how passionately I'm going to try and get my children to play Zelda games. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, you know, I feel like the parents of yore, where like, my son, I want you to read this book. It taught me everything I know. I feel like I'm gonna walk up to my kid and be like, dude, fucking play Twilight Princess. This shit's bananas. But like, I've always thought, like, how am I gonna like raise a human being? Like, am I gonna be a dick about the whole thing? Or,
What do you fucking mean?
No, because there are two types of dick parents, I feel. There's ones who really don't give a fuck about their kids, and I have no respect for them. But I always, when I think about it, like, I don't know how I feel about parents who care about their kids and are kind of like almost like tough love, I guess you could say, you know what I mean? Where like they're like, I don't want my kid to play too many video games because like I want him to be happy, but I know that he can't spend all of his time doing that shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm not saying that I think there's, like, a right or a wrong answer, and I'm sure that it's just a thing where I wonder, like, when I'm put in the situation, I wonder what I'm gonna do. If I'm put in the situation, which, I mean, who fucking knows these days? So where's this big chat?
Mm-hmm. Beats me, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm never gonna, because I guess
you,
all bitches.
Yeah, fucking Caden, kill him!
Tally's like, wow, you're a bitch.
He was a rocket trooper. He could have blown me up. I was scared out of my mind, dude. I think I remember that exact thing happening to me.
Really?
That is really weird.
Oh, that's so cute.
I remember that exact thing happening to me before.
Man, let me tell you something. I love green tea.
Yeah.
I drink it a lot.
Okay.
But it's just pleasant. And I always like to I always like to drink it while we're recording, cause so I don't know if you know this, but I'll tell you because it'll be beneficial to you, because we're interested in very similar things. If you're ever doing something that involves your voice, like, you know, acting or voice acting or narrating or whatever you want to call this, you should not have dairy or drink milk.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
But the reason that it's bad is milk increases your it makes a lot of mucus in your system, which like fucks up your voice. But whenever I drink green tea, I feel like my voice is soothed and my throat feels smooth and I feel happy because of it. And whenever I hear that, it calms me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, I sound alright. So this is gonna be a good session. That being said, I also have a mug of coffee that is filled with cream. So
I wonder why I did that.
Why did
I have to lower that? I don't know why I did that. Because that's where I came from. So why did it allow me to just lower that one? I have to lower this one.
I doubt it wanted to trap you. Even the Geth wouldn't live in this heat. All by myself.
What the fuck is this? Tally?
This is just the day of unexplainable happenings.
It's probably over here. Man, this is because you know about Big Trouble in Little China, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot on here.
I get that vibe for Shepard. You know, I feel like a lot of people expect him to do shit that he really hasn't proven he's able to do.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, he's the guy who asks, "Where are we?" all the fucking time.
Jesus Christ!
This is what I was afraid of last time.
Holy shit, man! Wow, that was kind of sad to hear that thing die. But no.
I'm not sad. That thing scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, but like he let out like a last beat.
He could have walked up and been like, "Hey, do you want to have fun?"
He's like a dying Betamax.
Alright.
But yeah. Did I tell you about? Because my brother was like, "You ever hear of the movie Big Trouble in Little China?"
Yeah, we know. We did say this.
Yeah, I guess I love that conversation where he's just like, oh, it's about like these wizards in China, and these wizards in Chinatown, and they're like, you know, they're fucking with people and abducting people, and I'm like, wow, that is exactly what I'd call Big Trouble. That is exactly how I describe that situation. I mean, what do you do in such a situation?
Shit.
I guess you just do a lot of karate.
Or not. Or
how big are these things? Well, they're about as big as your tank.
Yeah, we'll see one.
On this planet?
I don't remember, but I remember fighting one. You have to fight one, and a bunch of other, and I just died a bunch.
So
it actually probably is. Ow! It probably is this one.
So these Geth
Armatures.
Yeah, armatures. Are they vehicles or are they just?
They are Geth.
They are Geth.
Yeah. Okay. What's the point? Of Geth making vehicles. They can just make autonomous things like that.
Yeah, but I feel like in like Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, you never really see Geth in any other shape besides just the foot soldiers.
Do, man.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah. What the fuck is that one fight where it's I think it's the fucking the recruit mission for Tali. The recruit mission.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's the recruit mission.
I do not remember it.
Yeah, her and a team of Quarians are fucking stuck, and you have to go get them, and there's a huge fucking Geth. It's fucking huge.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we'll see.
And you can like talk to that one guy, like Tally's friend, and you're like, if he asks, he can like offer his help, but he'll die if you take it, so you have to tell him to not help you.
Huh. Or you can tell him to help you and just let him die.
Yeah, you could.
Really depends on, I guess.
And that's the mission that hinted at the end of Mass Effect 3 that they never went through.
Oh yeah, the thing. Oh, I totally remember that line of dialogue though, where she's like, "These planets have been disappearing." You know,
that literally,
and no one knows why.
It's never referenced again because that was supposed to be the ending of 3, but they rewrote it because it got
leaked. Yeah,
and it honestly would have been a better ending.
It would have been such a better ending that the Reapers exist to keep like a balance of the. I shouldn't even be saying this.
I'm fine saying what the ending was gonna be because it's not true anymore. It's not
you're right.
It's not canon.
Yeah, so like the ending, the original plan, if I remember it, was like it was something about there only being able to be like a finite amount of like mass in existence, or like basically people using the mass relays for all this faster than light stuff and shit like that was fucking with like the molecular structure of the universe because only so much shit could exist in certain ways, and the Reapers existed as like a countermeasure to keep balance to how much shit existed so that shit wouldn't tear itself apart. Right? It was something like that. I'm gonna look it up.
It was like dark matter or something.
Dark matter, yeah, that's the stuff I was... Mass Effect original ending. Okay. Yeah, okay. Series former lead reveals original ending ideas. Okay. The ultimate ending to the Mass Effect trilogy was famously divisive. Now Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2 lead writer Drew... I'm sorry, man, I'm not going for it. Drew Karpyshyn has openly discussed his original plan for the trilogy's conclusion. He also uses the phrase techno-science magic reasons, which I am 100% a fan of. Talking to VGS, I'm just gonna call him Mr. K. Mr. K details the ending, which he admits wasn't super fleshed out. The plot would have revolved around dark energy, something that was mentioned in Mass Effect 2 but never expanded on.
Yeah, they never reference it again. But it's like Tally talks about it all the time in her mission.
Dark energy was something that only organics could access because of various technoscience magic reasons we hadn't decided on yet. Maybe using this dark energy was having a ripple effect on the space-time continuum. Maybe the Reapers kept wiping out organic life because organics keep evolving to the state where they would use biotics and dark energy, and that caused an entropic effect that would hasten the end of the universe. Being immortal beings, that's something they wouldn't want to see.
Shit.
Then we thought, let's take it to the next level. Maybe the Reapers are looking at a way to stop this. Maybe there's an inevitable descent into the opposite of the Big Bang, as in the Big Crunch, and the Reapers realize that the only way they can stop it is by using biotics. But since they can't use biotics, they have to keep rebuilding society, as they try to find the perfect group to use biotics for this purpose. The Asari were close, but they weren't quite right. The Protheans were close as well. That's interesting.
Okay, so now this is when I have to drop the thing because it doesn't fit.
Man, that shit just... Huh. Mako! Hello! My name is Futsuwashi! I drive a Mako!
Hey, my name's Ted. I'm Futsuwashi's friend.
Ted drives a Honda!
Kill. I put my gun away again.
Nightmare! Whenever I think of that, I can't help but laugh.
It's a really funny joke. That's I think we've talked about it before, but that's in reference to the Eric Andre when he has Wiz Khalifa on, and he's talking about how him and his friends would put this girl on drugs on a playground and stand around her and yell nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. And then Wiz Khalifa responds by being like, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up, man.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Oh my god. Nightmare. Oh, jeez. Oh, Talizora, your name is so comforting.
I put my gun away again.
Why would you do that?
B should not be the button that does that. I just click B thinking
Can
it
you
crouches.
remap the controller?
You probably can. Oh god, duck, Caden. Oof.
You should just get rid of the put away your gun button. I don't know why you ever want...
Yeah, actually, I don't know why you ever instinctively use that as well. Hey, come back.
Boy, it sure is a good thing that your gun overheated.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Nick, do you know what the biggest difference is between you and me and Alex Jones? We're on Twitter. Go check us out
on Twitter.
at the Yib. He got banned from Twitter.
He got banned from Twitter?
That's the joke.
That makes sense.